Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Scaffolding Digital Competencies, Tools for Synchronous and Asynchronous Classrooms. A best practice of our college, and a series which we have started from 26th July to and will continue till 7th of August. So I hand over the session to the coordinators, to the moderator. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. When it comes to life, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude. With gratitude in my heart, I would like to welcome you all and our teacher observer for today, Dr. Meenakshi Lat, on the 6th day of the Interclass Scaffolding Digital Competencies session. Before we begin, I request the technical team to play the college prayer.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ अस्तो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you. Now, let us all recap our learnings from day 6. On the 6th day, our resource person, Ms. Janet James, presented a digital tool called Adobe Spark with a lot of enthusiasm. Adobe Spark is an integrated web and mobile solution for creating and sharing impactful visuals. It can be used to easily create social media posts, graphics, web pages, and videos in minutes. Its flexible features and comprehensive standards-aligned resources empower teachers to deepen students' comprehension. With that being said, I invite Mr. Rajesh Mishra to introduce our resource person for today.
Good afternoon, one and all. It's my proud privilege to introduce our resource person for today's session, Ms. Damini Vengurlekar. Ms. Damini Vengurlekar is a science graduate from Jai Hind College, and currently she is pursuing B.Ed at Bombay Teachers Training College. She is also appointed as the co-opted member of Science and Maths Club at Bombay Teachers Training College. She has completed her internship at Manav Mandir High School as science and maths teacher. She has also participated in many science exhibitions. She is an art lover. She is also a trained Bharatnatyam dancer. She is passionate about teaching science and looking forward to serve the society in educational field as a trained teacher. On behalf of everyone present here, I would like to welcome you, ma'am, and request you to proceed with the session. Over to you, Ms. Damini Vengurlekar.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for a wonderful introduction. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. In today's session of Scaffolding Digital Competencies, we are going to explore a LMS. LMS simply means Learning Management System. We, the students of BTTC, are already familiar with one of the LMS. Can anyone name it?
No. Moodle.
We use it. Our teachers give assignment on that LMS.
BTTC Shiksha.
Yes. So that is one of the LMS. So we have already used it. So we are aware about some of the basic features of LMS. We know that it can be used by a teacher to give assignments and by students to submit them. It can be used as a discussion platform. Then it can be used by the teacher to provide us with study and reference materials and so on. So today we are going to explore one such LMS, which is Edmodo. It is different from other LMSs because it gives a social media like effect. And also it has another special feature that it provides us like options for creating 3 different types of accounts. One is the teacher account, one is the student account, and the other option which it provides is the parent account. This helps to keep even the parents in a loop so that they also know what is going on in their digital classroom. Before we actually start exploring the tool, I request my participants to please create a student account for now so that you can take a look at the LMS, how it looks from the student's perspective. And also, then we will be able to collect the data for a good demonstration. So please, everyone create a student account for now. For that, you can search in any search engine. You can just type in Edmodo. Whichever the first link comes, just click on it. You have to just add your mail ID, set a password, and your account will be ready. Now, before any further delay, I'm going to start sharing my screen and take you to the Edmodo home page of a teacher. Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Thank you, Aditi. Okay, this is the Edmodo home page. This is how Edmodo looks for from the teacher's perspective. On the top left side, we have the profile option. This is similar to any social media platform which we use. You can set your display picture here. You can give in your information which you want to display to everyone. If you want to edit, you can just click on view profile. Here are all the details which you can add. For example, you can add the year which in which you started teaching. You can give your introduction. This can be your teaching philosophy. You can add the interest. You can add your experience, social links, and so on. Going back to the home screen, the 2 main categories which we are going to learn or explore first are creating classes and creating groups. Because if we don't do that, we can't post anything and nothing will reach our students. When I say classes, it means it is a discussion space for me as a teacher and my students. But when I say groups on Edmodo, it means a discussion space for you as a teacher and your fellow teachers. So first we are going to start creating a class. For that, here on the left hand side, we have the second option of my classes. To create a new class, you can just click on create a class. You have a plus sign here. After that, you can name your class. I'm going to name it science. Then you can describe your class. For example, I'm just going to write this digital classroom will be used to send study material. Just a second. Yes. To send the study material, conduct tests to discuss difficulties, and to submit assignments. Then I can choose a grade. In that also we have 2 options. We can directly select a grade which we want to assign the class to, or else you can use a range. Range means you can select or put multiple classes together. For example, I just click here and then I can move in this arrow and we can include as many classes as we want in one single class of our LMS. For now, I'm going to click on the individual class. Then you have the option of selecting the subject. I'm from science pedagogy, so I'm going to select science for now. After you select the subject, you have the option of selecting the sub-subject. Why is this option available? Because you might be teaching at a junior college level or a high school level. So when I go to junior college level, science is again bifurcated into 3 parts, that is physics, chemistry, and biology. So when I click on this drop down arrow, you get the options of different sciences available. But suppose you are teaching for a secondary level, then everything is included under one book for most of the boards. So we can select the option of all so that everything is included. The next option or the last option is the change color option. This is just to organize your classes in a color code manner. And then you can just click on create and your class will be created. Takes a while. Yes. Now, my first class is created. On the top here, we have the class code. Now, when I want to admit my students in my class, when I want them to view the content which I'm posting, I can just click on this. I will get this dialog box where you can copy the code. You can give this code to your students, and they will already have the student account. So they can just put in this code and they can join your class. So I'm just copying the code here, and I'm going to post it in the Zoom chat so that you all can join my class. Yes. One second. Thank you. Is the code posted?
Yes.
Please enter the code and join my class for now so that we can gather some data. Till then, I'm going to show you the next feature, which is groups. This is similar to classes, same steps you can use. Just click on the create group option. You can name your
Damini,
group.
you can hold on until people do the needful.
Okay, sure. I'll wait for 2 minutes. Just unmute yourself and tell me after you finish.
Yeah, I've joined your class.
Thank you, Aditi. Can I continue now? Okay. Now we'll go to creating groups option. Follow the same steps as we did for our classes. You can just click on the plus sign. You can add your group name, description, change the color code. You can keep subject and then just create it. And then whatever code you get, you can share it with your fellow teachers so that they can join your groups as well. The third option which we have here on the left hand side is the hashtag option. Now we already use social media. We know that we like a particular page. We just go to that page, follow it, and whenever they post something, it appears on our feed, right? So it is similar to that. We can click on explore hashtags. And then suppose my interest is, suppose say maths. So I'll just create on this page and then click on follow. Now, whenever this page will post anything, it will appear in my feed and I can give it a read. This is, you can select as many hashtags as you want and expand your knowledge. Now we have already set a class and you can add multiple classes also. You can click on these 3 arrows. You have the option of create a class and then you can keep on adding as many classes as you want. For now, we are going to work with this class as you all have already joined this. So this is my science class for grade 10. Now I'm going to show you the different options which you can post on your class. Here we have the tab of starting a new discussion. We are going to start with this. We just create on this, click on this. Here below we have 2 options, create a poll and wellness check. For now, I'm going to do the poll feature first. I'm going to use it to welcome my students in the class. I'll just type in the question. I've written, welcome dear students to your digital science classroom. I'm very excited to start this digital journey with you. How about you? Then I just click on create poll. After I do that, I get options for entering the different options which I want to give to my students. So I'm going to just write in the options now. First option I'm giving is, I'm super excited. Then the second option is can't wait. And if you want to add more options, you can create a new option here by clicking on the plus sign. Third option I'm giving is looking forward. And then I just post this question. Yes, it is posted on my wall, and you as students, I hope you're able to see the post which I've just posted on the wall. Are you all able to see the post?
Yes.
So you can just vote in for now. We can see the number of votes changing here when your students will answer this poll. Can you please?
Yes, I voted.
You can refresh.
Yeah. Yes, see. Super excited, got 4 votes. You also get it in the percentage form. Yes. You can also like it just like social media. Even the teachers as well as the students can like it. You can add your comment, whatever you feel like. And this is one of the features. Now, the second feature which we are going to explore is wellness check. I like this option because it can tell you how your students as a group are feeling all together on that particular day. So you can start a day with just wishing them good morning and then checking how they are feeling. It is just like poll. The options are already generated for this. So I'll just post it. And yes, even this is posted now. You all can vote for this question also. And if you all want, you can try on the like option and comment option. I'll wait for 1 minute. Yes, everyone is great in my class today. That's good to know. Can someone try the like option? You all can like it. Okay. Are these two features clear? Then we can move on to the next one.
Yes, and I've also commented.
Like
You can check my
the
comment.
I'm not able. Yes, I'm very happy today. Thank you, Aditi. Now, the next option, next feature which we are going to explore is, suppose as a teacher, you want to give them some study material in the form of PDF or an image or something. So here down, we have 4 other options. The first one is attach files and images. Using this, you can attach anything which is there in your laptop or any other device you are using already. Then you have the add from library option. Now, whatever you post on Edmodo gets added to your Edmodo library so that you can use it later to post it directly from there. The third option is GIF. You can attach any GIF you want. So first I'm going to show you how to attach a file. I just click on that. Then I suppose I select this PDF and I just attach it. Now this won't be attached unless you give some instructions to your students. So for now, I'm going to write, go thoroughly through the attached PDF. Yes. Then I get the option of post and then I just click on post. And again, this will be posted on your wall. Similarly, you can post any image you want and also you can post any YouTube link. You can just copy it from there and post it here and that post will appear on the student's wall as well. The next important feature which we are going to take a look at is create here on the right side. I'll just click on this drop down arrow. Here again, we have 2 important features, assignment and quiz. Now, first we will take a look on how we set an assignment. For now, I'm going to create a new assignment. So I'll just click on new. It will redirect me to the assignment page. First, I have to give the assignment details. So I will give some name to my assignment. For example, I write create a project on, say, Kingdom Planting. Then after you give name to your assignment, you also have to give some instructions to your students, as in the project should be in which format, then how many word limit should be there, and whatever instructions you want to give to your students, you can just write down here. You can write it in bold, you can align it, you can use the numbering and everything. Now, after I fill in all these details, I'll click on the assign, which is on the top right hand side of the screen. Here I can add multiple classes. If I want to give same assignment to multiple classes, I can keep adding them here. Then I have to select a due date. For example, I keep it 3rd. So I'll just click on 3rd. Again, I have to set a time. We know that we have to submit our assignments on Shiksha at midnight 12. So like that, you can keep the time limit here. And we also have the option of locking after due dates. That means after the due dates, this portal will not allow any responses from the students. So for now, I'm locking it. Then there is another option of adding to the grade book. I'm just clicking on it right now. We will get to it later. And I just click on assign. Yes. My assignment is now posted here on my wall, and my students will also be able to see it. I request my students to please attach any random image or any PDF you have for this assignment so that I can show it from the teacher's perspective later. I'll just give a minute to you all. Attach anything randomly, please. I can see the number of submissions here. When my students keep on submitting, I will get notifications here. Also, I have a notification option here on the top right side beside the profile option. Whenever my student will post anything, I will see it here in my notification, just like any other social media. Are you all able to submit? If you get any difficulties, you all can ask me.
Submitted, ma'am.
Thank you. Aditi is the only attentive student in my class today.
No, ma'am, we're all paying attention.
Okay.
Damini, even I tried attaching the PDF, but I'm like the save option is not available. I don't know why.
Can you try it again, Shweta?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. I hope I've got at least 2 submissions till now. So I'm moving on to the next feature. I'll again go on create, and now we are going to see how to create a quiz. I'm making a new quiz now. Yes. In quiz, this page is divided into 2 parts. First, we have the quiz details, wherein you will name your quiz. I'll be taking a quiz on, suppose, periodic classification of elements. I'll just type in. Again, you have to give some instructions to the students about the quiz. So I'm going to read the questions carefully before giving answers. I'll just write it there. After I name the quiz and give instructions, I can go on the second part, which is quiz questions. I click on quiz questions. Now, again, we have different options for setting up a quiz. We have true or false, multiple choice, short answers, fill in the blanks, matching, and multiple answers. First, we are going to do the true or false question. So I'll just write my question over here. First question. Sodium is a non-metal. Then I have to click on the correct answer or the correct response. Now this is false, so I'm going to click here on false, and it gets saved automatically. You can add in the point values here. You can change the point values. You can delete the question as well and duplicate the question. In order to add a new question, you have a tab here, add new question. You can click on it. Yes, I get the second question here. Now I'm going to select a multiple choice. I'm just pasting the question now. How many blocks does a periodic table have? Yes. And then I can enter my answers here. You also have the option of adding more responses over here. I've done it in 3 options, and you again have to click on the correct option and it gets saved. Again, you can change the point values and everything. One more question I'm going to add, match the following. Yes, matching. Here you enter your questions first. I'm going to take oxygen. Then I'm going to take potassium. Just a moment. And the last option which I'm going to take is argon. Now, while setting the question of match the following, you have to enter the correct option here. And when the students will take the quiz, it will all be jumbled by the site only. So oxygen is a non-metal. So for now, I'm just going to write NM. Potassium is a metal, so I will just write M. And argon is a noble gas, so I'm going to write Ng for now. Now this is also saved automatically. You can preview your questions here. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, I have not entered the question here. Match. Yes. Now I can preview. This is how the questions will appear on the student side. He or she can click on the correct option, move on to the next, and so on. Here for match the following, you can just drag the correct answers and place it at the side of the correct the question. After finishing the preview, I can go back and assign the quiz now. While assigning the quiz, again, the same options which we got for our assignment will appear. You can select a due date till when the quiz will be open. You can select the time. You can lock. You can also set in the time limit. For example, you want to give only half an hour, so you can write, you can edit it to 30 minutes. Then below that, again, there are many options to randomize questions so that the students don't cheat and anything. Again, we have an option of adding to the gradebook, which we are going to take a look after this. We have the option of viewing the scores, like we fill in the Google Forms. Sometimes we can see the score because the teacher has put in the option of viewing scores. So similar options we have here for the quiz. After we do everything, I can just assign it. Just a second. Is the quiz visible on your student portal? Can anyone tell me?
Not yet.
Facing some difficulty here. It's not scrolling down.
It's not yet come.
Yes. I don't know why it's not scrolling down so that I can save it. Assign. Okay. Did you all get how to set the questions for now? When you
Yes.
get that tab at the bottom right hand corner, you'll get the option of save. You can just save it, and again the quiz will appear on the this wall of your students as well as your wall. Now we are done with taking a look at the features, what all features you can use to give the assignments and quizzes. Now we are going to take a look at the gradebook, which is one of the most important features. Here on the top this board, you have the option of class, which is the second option. The first is class management. Here you will, this is class management. Here all your classes will appear together. Whichever class you want to go to, you can go there and post it. Second option is what's due. Here, whatever assignments or quiz you will give, will appear in a tabular format. And the last option which we have is the progress book. This is what I was talking about. Yes, so many students have helped me today. See, here we have the number of students. Here you will get the details of the assignment you have given. If a quiz would have worked, it would appear here. And as the quiz already had the marks assigned, the marks will automatically appear here. Now, this was a project and we had to mark it individually. Like we have to take a look and then give marks accordingly. So the marks will not appear directly. So for giving the marks, we can just click on the name. For example, I'm taking Aspia. Taking a little time. No, just a second. I can click here on the project as well. View work. I get the option of view work. So I can click here and then go to view work. Yes. This is Aspia's project. So I can just click on this. And take a look at whatever assignment or PDF she has submitted. This does not get downloaded, it stays with Edmodo, but if you want to download or print, you have the options here. Now I'm going to go back. Yes. Now I've already viewed her work, so I can mark her according to the work she has done. I'm giving her 10 on 10. And then if you want resubmission, if you want the child to resubmit anything, you can request for resubmission and you can post your comments also here and then just click on save. See, whenever you click on different names, you will get the assignments which that child has submitted. Yeah, I've already graded Aspia, so her marks will also be mentioned here now. And whenever you will grade your students, all those marks will be mentioned here. Now, the last feature which we are going to see is the calendar feature. We know that our very own BTTC Shiksha also has the calendar. It is similar to that. You can just click on it and whatever assignments or quizzes are due, those things will appear here on your calendar. For example, the project I had given till 3rd, right? So it is marked here on the 3rd. I can click on it and all the details of the assignment will appear on my screen. You can adjust the calendar according to the way you want. You can keep it on day-wise mode, week-wise or month-wise. We also have the option of messages wherein your students can ask you questions and you can address the queries as well. So that's all for Edmodo. Aspia, over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Damini, for that wonderful demonstration. We have quite a few questions in the chat box, so let me ask them one by one. So the first one is by Azmina. She asks, what happens if I don't click on the lock quiz option?
Log quiz is for only your class. If you don't, means after the due date you are asking, Azmina.
So after the due date, can they submit their responses still?
If you don't lock it, they can answer it even after the due date.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So the next question is by Pooja. She asks, do you have to regularly refresh the page to see any live updates when the students are answering the poll or anything?
Actually, it does not happen. I think my internet connection is a little low today. So that's why I have to refresh it, but it appears. It also appears in the notification as well. You get an email about it.
Actually, the thing was, even when I was trying to see if you put any updates, it isn't showing me immediately. So I just wonder that, when you want to do a live thing, like how you started those questions and you said do it.
Yes.
So I was just wondering that is it happened or is it no? Maybe if the internet is low, it might be not refreshing or something on it.
Actually, I had read a blog about it. So the reason mentioned there was nowadays everything is going online. So most of the schools are using this portal. So it is like traffic is jam over there. So that's why it's lagging a bit. But otherwise, it works fine. You don't have to refresh
Okay,
it.
okay. Okay, thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Okay, the next question is by Priya Talreja. She asks, when we are signing the account with Google account, it's showing Edmodo can edit, see, and can also delete our Google Drive. Is it safe?
I actually personally don't recommend using the sign in through Google. I always create new accounts for different tools with different passwords so that it is more safe than linking all your accounts to one Gmail account.
Okay. The next question is by Priyal. She asks, can we change the submission date once we have completed and given assignments to the students?
Yes, you can do it. You can go on edit and you can change the date.
All right. Next question is by Kinjal. She asks, can we add more than one attachment at one time?
Yes, you can do that also.
All right. Okay. So Vidhi asks, is there a limit to the file size that can be uploaded? Also,
Yes.
can you change the file size limit as per your choice?
Actually, the limit is 500 MBs, so it will not accept any file which is greater than that. So your students have to first compress it and then attach the file.
All right. Okay. Next question is by Priyal. She asks, can videos be added for reference of students?
Yeah, sure. If they're in the laptop, you can just click on the upload option and you can add from there. Otherwise, if you want to show it from YouTube, you can copy the link and paste it on the wall.
Okay, great. The next question is by Pooja. She asks, also, should the children use the backpack to keep their documents?
They can use. Everything will be there in one place then.
All right. Next question is from Kinjal. She asks, for live, can we come to know the number of students who have joined?
No, it does not give us that option. Also, we while using the intro poll or that second option, wellness check, you don't get the names of the students. You just get the number, how many are voted. That is one of the drawbacks here.
Okay. So that's all the questions that have come in the chat box. If anyone would like to ask any question, they can go ahead and unmute themselves and ask.
I would like to ask for the assignment which we'll have to do today. So which link are we supposed to give in the Excel sheet?
You'll have to create a teacher account first again. You can use it. You can just change the username. For example, for my teacher account, I've used my name as Damini Vengurlekar. And when I was creating student account, I just used Damini and use different passwords for both. Then you will be able to create a teacher account now.
Yeah.
Is that using the same email?
Yes, same email.
Okay.
You can just use a different username. And for links, when I showed you, I'll just show you. I'll share my screen and show you.
Okay.
Sure. When I go to my class, you have to create a class first for that. And then instead of class code, I will click here on the class code first. Yeah. Here you have different options, share a PDF, invite by email. Here down, we have the option of sharing link. So you can just click here, it will get copied and you can post it in your respective mentor-mentee group.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Damini, for clarifying everyone's doubts. I hope everyone is clear with the content. And now I would like to invite all the participants to give their feedback, valuable feedback.
Hi, I'd like to share my feedback. One is that I really found the tool very useful and very different in a way that the interface is very easy and very simple to look at, and it's very user friendly. And I really particularly like the wellness check, the feature. That was really nice. And the way Damini explained everything was very clear, very crisp. She was very smooth throughout the process. So congratulations, Damini. Thank you for this explanation.
Thank you so much, Aditi.
Thank you, Aditi. Is there anyone else who would like to give feedback?
Yes, Damini, this tool was taught very, like, you were very uh, uh, good in explanation. Like, each part you had explained, and we had always asked that whether we understood, and we had cross-checked that with our student account also. So we had a proper idea about how things go, and the question answer session was also like answered every question very effectively. So enjoyed it and enjoyed learning this tool basically.
Thank you, Priyal.
Anyone else would like to give their feedback?
Section was throughout the end, it was interacting with the students and teachers. So we, beside this, we have experience also in class how to interact with students. So we got that experience also with Damini's performance. Well done, Damini.
Thank you, Reshma.
All right. Thank you everyone for that lovely feedback. I would like to call upon our respected teacher, Dr. Meenakshi Lat, to give her valuable feedback.
Thank you, Asfiya. That was really lovely. I really enjoyed watching the demonstration and listening to the explanation about Edmodo and about learning management systems. I would say that it was really, really well done, explained really very nicely and crisply with all the important points which are mentioned. And the explanation and demo clearly gave me, it was evidence that Damini, that you were very familiar with the tool, with the learning management system, and that you have explored all the ins and outs of that system, and that was really nice. So it gave a good insight to, I'm sure, to all the students, and uh, I think it will be really very helpful. A learning management system is something which is really a powerful tool, and it is a place where you can bring everything together. So you can kind of collate all your learning resources, all your tests, discussions, even your other tools which you use, because many learning management systems also have add-ons and which you can and besides our BTTC Shiksha has got a few limitations because we have sometimes some technical issues with it. So it's always good to have backup kind of LMS like Edmodo, uh, so that we can use it and overcome those kind of limitations which we have on our own platform. So that's really well done, Damini, really well done. And Asfiya conducted the question answer session very nicely and moderated the session very nicely. Thank you very much for that, for kind of maintaining that flow so nicely. And also thanks to all those who have been working in the background. We really appreciate your effort and audience for asking the right questions and participating in this whole learning process. So that is something really nice. And I wish you all the best for the afternoon session. Uh, Keep it up, and uh, this is a great way to learn the nuances of various ICT tools which are available, because there's nothing, I mean, there's no better way to learn than to teach. So thank you so much. Also, before you leave, I need to make an announcement. Today is, I have sent a message in the group, but we'll just go through it once again, that on 2nd August, it's the birth anniversary of revered Dada Vaswani, who has been a mentor to the HSNC board as well as to our college. He is a leading light in the Sindhi community, and he passed away on July 12th. That is just a few days before we were to celebrate his 100th birth anniversary. So, in his memory, every year, 2nd August, his birth anniversary, is celebrated as a moment of calm. Even during his lifetime, he used to celebrate it. So, today at 2 o'clock, we will be observing a couple of minutes silence, uh, and we will be observing this moment of calm. In a sense, a celebration as well. So Dr. Balana will also be there, and I request all of you to please come to be on time. So 2 o'clock, we'll see you at 2 o'clock. I know we've overshot the session by a few minutes. It's, I think, almost 10 minutes. So I'm really sorry for that, but I hope you'll be back by 2 for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we have the vote of thanks, I would just like to read some of the feedback that Damini has received in the chat box. So Jessica says, congratulations. Vidhi says, well done, Damini. You explained this tool very well. Thank you for introducing it to us. Reshma says, thank you, Damini. Explained very well. Appreciated your work. And Krisha says, great job, Damini. Thank you, everyone, for that lovely feedback. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Krupa Sampati for concluding the session with a formal vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. No event can be successful without people dedicating their resources and time to make sure everything is done the best way possible. It's an honor to have been asked to give a formal vote of thanks to acknowledge the contribution of those who really worked hard to make this day of SDC meeting a success. First and foremost, my deepest sense of appreciation to the resource person of today, Ms. Damini Vengurlekar, for sharing her knowledge about the Edmodo tool in such an elegant and effective manner. It was truly a very informative section. My distinctive token of gratitude to our principal of BTTC College, Dr. Bhagwan Balani, and Vice Principal, Dr. Mandeep Kochar, for their constant support and for conducting such events in the college, which is truly helping us to learn new things. I also thank Dr. Rajiv Jha, the organizing secretary of the SDC sessions, for his efforts in making us aware of the tools, thanking him for his continued support and encouragement. I thank Dr. Manisha Lat, the teacher observer of today's session, for making time amidst her busy schedule and observing the session. I thank you, ma'am, for your valuable appreciations and suggestions. I thank the technical team for efficiently working throughout the event. Last but not the least, my heartfelt gratitude to all the wonderful and enthusiastic students who have been with us till the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We can stop the recording.